Close Racing Supply in Eldred, Pennsylvania has been in business since 1996, serving the motorsports industry with quality parts and components for dirt late models, modifieds, and stock lip race cars. Check out the expanded inventory at their new larger location or give them a call at 814-225-3250. In stock at Close Racing Supply are parts from the most popular manufacturers like All-Star Performance, Ware's Machine, Dynamic Drivelines, Winter's Performance, Willwood, Quick Car Racing Products, and many others. They also manufacture their own quality CRS race components. Check out the website at closeracingsupply.com or follow them on Facebook.
Of 2023, Zach Gustafson, he will lead the field to green. Victor Earl Jr. in the 00 to his outside. Tim Stice, that's your top three as they approach the restart cone. Off of turn 4, green flag goes in the air for the first time, and we are racing in the Pure Stocks class here at McKean County Raceway. Gustafson leads the field into turn 1 for the first time. Meanwhile, Stice and Victor Earl Jr. went door to door. Stice goes really sideways, and he is going to lose all that track position. Went into the infield and lost all the track position. He gets kicked all the way back to the tail end of the field, and now the battle is on for the lead. Victor Earl Jr., he dominated his heat, and he will now try to close in on the back bumper of Zach Gustafson, but Gustafson escaped with the race lead. You can call it about 5 car lengths. They head off of turn number 4, back onto the front straightaway, battle for third. That's a good one between Anthony Schoonover and Joe Skinner. Those two go side by side down the front straightaway, but Schoonover with the advantage as they head off of turn number 2. Field starting to get single filed out now, but Gustafson continuing to lead the way and show the way. He's off of turn number 4, back onto the front straightaway. A little bit of a lower exit off turn number 4. He adds a car length to that lead. Battle for 5th between Mowry and the 55X of Andrew Fry is side by side, wheel to wheel, until Mowry, he outduels the 55X of Fry and slides by into the number 5 spot. Gustafson starting to check out, and now Victor Earl Jr. under the gun from Anthony Schoonover. Schoonover rides right into the tire tracks as they head into turn 1 and now onto the back straightaway. Yellow flag is in the air. Restart cones, the restart zone off of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. Green flag goes back in the air and contact is made. Schoonover and Gustafson make contact heading into turn number 1 as now Schoonover takes off with the race lead down the back straightaway. Gustafson slides back in second and Schoonover is pulling away, and the yellow flag is back in the air. Control car as they head through the cones. Green flag goes back in the air, and this time Gustafson gets the jump that he wants and needs. He has got a car length advantage. They head into 1 and 2. Schoonover up top. He is going to get around Victor Earl Jr., use that high line momentum as they spill onto the back straightaway. Now Bruno Mowry and Fly, again, they battle it out for the number 5 spot, but Gustafson starting to pull away. Schoonover now in second and challenging for the race lead. A car length separates the two as they head back into 1 and 2 and onto the back straightaway. Schoonover trying everything he can to muscle his way up to the back bumper of Gustafson. He gets a good entrance into turn 3, but Gustafson loaded up a little bit to get a good exit off turn 4, and he pulls away. Mowry and Fry continue to beat doors and lean on one another off of turn 4, position number 5, and now Fry goes around. Trouble in turn number 2. Andrew Fry spins it out, and a stack-up happens behind him. A chain reaction in turn number 2. A 3-4 car incident, and the yellow flag. Green flag, which we do now. Single file restart. Green flag flies yet again here in the McKean County Raceway. Gustafson with a car length advantage over Schoonover as they head through 1 and 2. Skinner jumps up to the highest groove possible, and that opens up the door for Mowry. Mowry to the bottom of the racetrack, side by side into turn 3. You can move Bruno Mowry to the number 3 spot as Schoonover continues to keep the 83 of Gustafson within striking distance. A car length of separation between the top 2, and here comes Bruno Mowry. One car goes spinning in turn 1, stops for the 35 of Gerhardt. He collects another, and the 55.
Raceway offers a variety of specialty racing products, specializing in SFI-rated gloves, shoes, Nomex underwear, neck braces, crew apparel, and custom SFI-approved race suits and karting gear. Understanding the financial concerns of the racing industry, Acello Raceway knows that safety should never be compromised, and Acello Raceway strives to fulfill those safety needs. Acello Raceway. Race, wrench, repeat.
Of the racetrack with everybody behind him chasing him. To the restart cones they go. Green flag back in the air, and Gustafson gets a really good launch, but Schoonover jumps to the top of the racetrack. He'll use that high line momentum to claw back to within a car length as they head down the back straightaway. They'll go into 3 and 4. Mowry drives it in really deep, almost some contact between him and Schoonover, but the two stay separated. It's still a car length and a half that separate the top two cars. Gustafson about that middle groove. Schoonover about 1 lane higher, half a lane higher. Mowry, he goes way wide off turn number 2. That opens up the door for Skinner. He will fill the bottom of the racetrack. But Schoonover directly in the tire tracks of Gustafson. A car length of separation. One car goes spinning in turn 3 and 4. That's 35 of Earhart. He'll get it pointed back in the right direction, and we stay green. Coming to 5 laps to go, as off of turn number 4, Gustafson has still just a car length that separates him and Schoonover. A great battle between the two for the race lead and potentially the race win. Down the back straightaway, 4 laps to go when they come off of turn 4 and head onto the front stretch. Bruno Mowry and Joe Skinner, they're lurking in the tire tracks. They are still within striking distance of the top 2 if the two were to tangle. And now Schoonover, he is hounding, dogging the back bumper of Gustafson. The battle for the lead, hot and heavy. One car goes spinning in turn number 2. It's the 8X of Ryan Snyder. And again, pointed back in the right direction. We stay green. And now the yellow flag flies. Schoonover, right in his tire tracks, trying to time the jump, gets into the back of him again, and he is hooking him down the front straightaway as the green flag is flying. Big problems for the two race leaders. Major issues for the two race leaders. Anthony Schoonover was right on the back bumper of Zach Gustafson, trying to time the restart to perfection and hang with them. But the two got to prevail on this 4-lap battle. To the restart cones, Bruno Mowry, the leader, and the control car. Green flag back in the air as Skinner takes a peek to the inside as they head into turn 1. Nothing there. Mowry shuts the door as they head off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. A car length separates the two into 3 and 4. Stice and Parmenter, the 234s. They go side by side through the corners up onto the front straightaway. Tim Stice, he will slide into the number 3 spot as Mowry, the race leader, trying to hold off Joe Skinner. Stice trying to get position but gets pushed out of the groove, and the 8X of Ryan Snyder goes for a slide and a spin, and the yellow flag is going to come back in the air as Snyder cannot get refired as he sits a rest in turn number. Him and Skinner and Tim Stice, the top 3, they will battle it out. 3 laps remaining. Green flag goes back in the air as they're onto the front straightaway. And back into turns 1 and 2, Tim Stice all over the back bumper of Joe Skinner. He knows he has to go, and he has to do it now. He dives to the bottom of the racetrack. Some contact is made, almost hooks Skinner, but now they're back up off of turn 4 onto the front straightaway. 2 laps to go as Stice losing touch with Mowry as Skinner might be holding him up just a tad bit. That is allowing Mowry to take off with the race lead. Down the back straightaway, Mowry has a 2-car length advantage over Joe Skinner off of turn 4. White flag in the air. One more time around for Bruno Mowry, and he has got 4 car lengths to play with over Joe Skinner as he just has to navigate down the back straightaway and into the final sets of corners for the final time. Into 3 and 4, Bruno Mowry, he saw the seas part before his eyes off a restart, and he is going to park into the victory lane. Bruno Mowry wins the Nittany Mini Mart Pure Stocks class at McKean County Raceway.